Hi, I'm Michael from DeLonghi, and today on this video I'm going to show you how to descale your DeLonghi Magnifica bean to cup machine. First of all, we're going to need some descaling solution, 100 ml. We're going to have to remove our water filter. It's quite important. We're going to need at least a 1.5 litre container, which we're going to place under the spout later on when the water's flowing through. How do we know it's time to descale? Because this light's flashing and we're going to try and get rid of it. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to take out the water tank and I'm going to use my descaler. So as I said before, this is 100 ml. I'm going to take this out and I'm going to place this into the actual water container. There's a little indicator on the bottom of here which will actually then tell you that's 100 ml. Now, also on here, there's actually another level which says B, and that's where I want to actually fill the water up. That's around about a litre of water. So I'm going to fill this level up onto here, just so that we are at the point that just says B. 100 ml of descaler, about a litre of water so we get to that line, and then place this just back into your machine, as so. Take my container, which I talked about before, and this time I'm going to put it underneath the hot water spout. Don't remember, we need at least 1.5 litre container to actually run this machine through. Just going to say that this process can take anywhere up to about 30 minutes. And there will be pauses in between, so please don't panic if there are long pauses between the actual process. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hold this button down for about 5 seconds, and what will happen is the light will actually then go solid. Once it then goes solid as such, it then says that I'm actually starting the process. You'll also see that the top lights as well have started to flash. That's indicating that I need to now open up the steam dial. Once I do this, this will start the first process. We've finished process 1. You can tell that's done because the water stopped pouring through, and actually the water light here is on. That's telling me I need to fill the actual water tank. First of all, I'm going to turn the dial. Okay, so I'm going to turn the dial back so it stops any process. I'm going to actually remove the container, and then I'm going to remove the tank. I'm just going to get rid of that excess water in here first of all, and then we're going to start a process again. The container and the tank are now empty. This time what I'm going to do is just going to get some fresh water and I'm going to fill this up to the max level. So remember, on this part, we're not actually adding any more solution. This is just fresh water. I'm going to take it all the way up to the max line. Okay, so once that's actually full, all I'm going to do is place this back into the machine and take my container and I'm going to place it underneath the actual unit again. And this time I'm then just going to turn the dial as we did before. And as I said, this process is going to then do little spurts, so don't worry if it does take too long. So I'm going to turn it on. So I've turned this on now, and this is actually then just going to rinse through the whole machine, basically getting rid of all the descaler that was in there. So I've just turned the dial to stop the process. You'll actually see now that the light is actually turned off. My container's full, so I'm going to get rid of that. Now I'm going to fill my water tank up to the full. I'm going to turn my machine on, and I'm going to make my perfect coffee.